Okay, everybody, so today we're going to do something really fun, and I'm going to show you how to twist, turn, distort, skew, scale, just about everything you need to know how to be kind of destructive but artsy. Alright, so first of all, we want to welcome you back, and let's go to the exercise files. There you see. And this time we're going to add to the folder group EP154. And here you're going to see a file called circles. Okay, circles 4, there it is right there. You can see the thumbnail over there. So what I normally do is right click, open with Adobe Photoshop, and let's go ahead and open up the circles. There we have it. That's a nice looking circle. So I'm going to bring in the layers palette, and as mentioned all the time in any of these tutorials, we want to have the layers and the history palette side by side, and for a variety of reasons. I've got my toolbar kind of floating around so that it's less movement on my part and easier for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to talk about scaling. Now, if you go up here to the edit window or the edit menu, you go down and you see there's a whole bunch of transform tools. There's scale, rotate, skew, distort. Okay, those are the ones we're going to talk about. We're not going to really talk about perspective yet, but we've got scale, rotate, skew, and distort. We also have free transform. Well, let's go ahead and click on free transform, and if you click here, what's going to happen is you'll see that this object, which by the way, the layer is selected on the red ball. Okay, and you notice that you've got this box that's surrounding the red ball, and you'll notice that there are these little handles there. Well, basically what it does is it can actually kind of skew and kind of like make the circle not so much a circle, but you can scale it, you can widen it, you can narrow it, you can do all sorts of crazy things. That's why it's called free transform. Alright, I would do a Command Z or go back to, actually you have to commit first, so you have to press the return key. Now I can go to history and go back to open, and my ball is back to where it originally was. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go to edit, transform, and then we'll go to scale. And okay, we're going to click here. As you can see, there it is right there. So now the same result. I can go ahead and like bring it, make it come down, make it bigger, whatever it is that I want it to do. So say for instance I want a perfect circle. Okay, well let me show you how to do that. You press and hold the shift key. That's right, by pressing and holding the shift key you can maintain the aspect ratio of this ball and kind of make it look neat. So I'm going to bring it down to about here, and I'm going to go ahead and move it up so therefore it looks decent. Alrighty, very good. Now the next thing I want to talk about is rotation. Now obviously with this red ball we can't really see much of a rotation, but what I'm going to do now is, if you look at my layers palette, I'm going to select, okay, I've already selected the red ball. Now I'm going to press and hold the command key on a Mac or the control key on the Windows and click on transform tools. There it is right there, which is the name of the text. So my text tool, my text, and my red ball there are both selected. And then what I'm going to do is go down here and you'll see that there is a link there. So as I click on them, you'll notice, look, there's a link over there and a link over there. So now they're actually connected. So when I go to edit, transform, and then I go to rotate, okay, I've got the same handlebars that appear, but notice that my cursor is curved at the edge. See that? There you go. And it's now I can actually transform the tool. See, now it's rotating. There we go. Alright, let me do a little better job rotating it. So I can kind of rotate a little bit as much as I want. Pretty awesome. Alrighty. So let's bring in a real world scenario. Okay, so what I like to do is refer back to the Finder. Okay, actually let's do this. Finder, Explorer, doesn't really matter. whether you're using Windows or Mac. Let's go ahead and make things a little easier on all of us. Let's go to File, Open. It's got to be in Photoshop mode. File, Open. Alright, and now we're going to go, as you notice, it's an episode folder EP15-4, and then we're going to go to, let's see, there it is right there, Scale and Rotate. And go ahead and press Open, and look what we got here. Okay, we got sort of like a beer can. Alright, well, let's go ahead and fix things around here. First of all, always remember, what you're going to manipulate has to be selected. The layer you're going to manipulate has to be selected. So I'm going to select this label right here, and as you can see, it's kind of on the sideways. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Edit, Transform, Rotate. Okay, and there you see, I can actually make it correct. There you go. And now, even here, okay, I still got work to do. I'm going to have to scale it because you notice that the labels are kind of, a little bit out, and that doesn't look natural. So I'm going to go to Transform, Scale, okay, and I'm just going to press and hold the Shift key to maintain the aspect ratio. There we have it right there. So we were able to kind of apply it to, I suppose that's a beer can, and of course remember you have to press return for it to sort of commit to it. Okay, alright, looks pretty good. I think I'll go to the store and buy some. Just kidding. Alrighty, well, we're going to go to the next lesson, which talks about scaling and skewing, so stay tuned.